let's talk about how you can create groups that can be later used to assign licenses to. So the first thing you're going to do is go to groups, and then you'll hit add group. So I'm going to give this the name IBL V1. I don't know, you can make the name whatever you'd like it to be. And then you can search for users. I'm just going to quickly select mine. And I'm using a previously created tenant that has a lot of users already populated. So that way we can create groups. Newer tenants might not have any users. So once people start to populate their own users into their own tenant, you'll be able to see a lot more users. We'll hit add. So we've added that. And if we click on this drop down, we can see this license that we just created, and we can see these 2 users that we've added. If we want to add more users later, we always can. We will be also adding a better way to multi-select users when creating groups as well, including the ability to search by more information. Maybe it's by the company name or by any other sort of attribute that's attached to that user. So we've got our group created, and if we go to any of the users or the content, so if we hit users, we can either assign a license. We've already got one created. You can see who's already been assigned that license. If there's a group already there, you can also see those groups. Although we already have a license here, what I actually am going to do next is show you exactly how to assign a new user license to a given tenant, so that way the tenant admin can later go and assign licenses. So if we go to Data Manager, which is this, we'll go down to, we'll find groups. Actually, sorry, user licenses. And we can see that there are a few already created. So we're going to hit Add User License. We're going to do IBL licensing demo as the name here. And we're just going to give this a count of 20. You can also have a start and expire date here as well. The start date is when access starts, and expired is when that license expires. But after we have this, we'll essentially just select the platform and assign it to the platform that this tenant admin is currently in. And so we'll hit save. And then we have that license. Now that we've created this user license, this will now appear in that tenant admin's analytics platform. So we'll go over to licenses in analytics as that tenant admin. And you can see this is the license that we just created. Now, if you have dates, it won't say invalid date. For instance, like you can see here, this is a start and date. I didn't add them when we were creating this license, just to quickly be able to create this to show you. Now that we have that license created, we can select from here which license we want. So we're going to hit IBL licensing demo, and you have the option of using groups or individuals. So we're going to do a group, and we're going to do IBL V1 and then hit assign. And now we have those licenses assigned. So if we go back over here, there's no individuals, but if we go to groups, we will see that group we just created. And those folks in that group now have user licenses to be able to access the platform.